Hey everyone, Australia have completely dominated West Indies in their own backyard as they won all the 3 test matches and have also won all the 5 T20s. This was only the second instance of a team winning 5-0, and the first one was India beating New Zealand 5-0 in their own backyard. Before this, a 5-match T20 series has never been 5-0 apart from the India-New Zealand series. So let's get a brief summary of what happened in this series. I won't be talking about the scores this time around because there are all 5 T20s. If you want to check out the scores, I'll put the link in the description for detailed scorecards, but I'll be giving an overview of the series. So let's get started. In all of the 5 T20s, it was Australia who won the toss and elected to field first in all the games. Now, in the first match, Australia had a target of 190 runs, which was a competitive target, but they chased it down with 7 balls to spare thanks to fantastic half centuries from Cameron Green and Mitch Owen, who was on debut and only the third debutant from Australia to score 50 on T20I debut, joining Ricky Ponting and David Warner. The player of the match was definitely Mitch Owen for scoring a 50 and getting 1 wicket as well. In the second T20, the target was 173 for Australia, and this time around, half centuries from Cameron Green and Josh Inglis were just too good for West Indies as Australia chased this total down in just 15.2 overs, and the player of the match was Josh Inglis for 78 not out of just 33 balls. A do-or-die situation for West Indies in the third game, and they put up 214 runs on the board thanks to a magnificent century by their captain Shai Hope, his first in T20s, and he became only the second player from West Indies to score centuries in all 3 formats just after Chris Gayle. Now, Australia were reeling at 85 for 4 in 8.5 overs, and in the next 7.2 overs, they scored 130 runs, out of which Tim David scored a century in just 37 balls, and Australia chased this total down in just 16.1 overs. Mitch Owen also played a cameo of 36 runs, but it was Tim David's century which stole the show, and he was also the player of the match in this game. In the fourth T20, West Indies once again put up a very good total of 205 runs on the board. But once again, Cameron Green and Josh Inglis' half centuries proved too good, as even Glenn Maxwell chipped in with just an 18-ball 47 runs, as Australia chased this total down in 19.2 overs with just 4 balls to spare. And Glenn Maxwell was the player of the match because of his fantastic cameo in the power play and also 2 good catches in the outfield. In the final T20, West Indies put up 170 runs on the board, and this was just 2 less for the in-form Australian middle order as they chased this down in just 17 overs. The player of the match was Ben Dwarshuis for picking up 3 wickets in the game. And the player of the series was without a doubt Cameron Green for scoring 205 runs in 5 matches with 3 half centuries. A few talking points for this series was the Mitchell Marsh's form. He scored around 80 runs in 5 matches, and after the kind of IPL that he had, it was expected that Mitchell Marsh would light up the power play for Australia, but he could not do so as his strike rate was also not that high. We saw Glenn Maxwell opening this time around for Australia. We have seen him opening in Big Bash, but we haven't seen him open much for Australia in the international T20 format. The indulgence of Cameron Green and Mitch Owen in the middle order has been a big boost for Australia and will prove very highly for them in the upcoming T20 World Cup as well. They have a series against India down under, and that will be a series to watch, and we'll have to wait and watch if they are going with their main bowlers for the T20s or the T20 World Cup, because we have seen a lot of young bowlers as well in the Australian lineup. Andre Russell, the West Indian legend, retired after the second game in this series. He retired from international format, and West Indies captain Shai Hope, as I have already mentioned, became only the second player to hit centuries in all formats for West Indies after Chris Gayle. Apart from that, there weren't too many positives for West Indies as their bowlers were just taken to the cleaners, and it was Australia who completely dominated in this series. So that's it for this video. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out on any of the international cricketing action. Thank you so much.